That wasn't so bad. Now remember, in addition to this comprehension activity and the spelling, today your ELA options are spelling, listening to the new chapter of the novel, which will be released, should be up by now, and spelling, novel, comprehension, and you always have the option of free writing. So you can free write about anything you'd like, send it my way, and I will help you polish that piece of writing into a piece of gold. All right. I'm going to go. I think I've been in my basement by myself too long. I am going to go, but I will see you again on Wednesday for more ELA. Okay, so I'm here with your ELA video for today. So for Monday, May 11th, I am going to have you guys, I have 2 suggested activities for ELA today, and know that if you need more, you also can go to YouTube and check out my novel chapters that were released today. So there is a novel released today. So this is our spelling challenge. If you send me, and this is one thing to consider, if you send me the sentence before Wednesday, May 13th, I may use your sentence in our spelling video. So I'm going to be making the spelling videos on Wednesday. So if you want to send me your spelling sentences before Wednesday, I will pick one randomly and use it in my video. So grade 5s, you have 2 sentences, and grade 4s, I'll pick one. I'd love some creative ideas. And what you're going to do is you're going to use as many of your spelling words from this week as possible. So that wording isn't great. You're going to use as many spelling words as possible to make a sentence that makes sense. I should have taken my own advice. Anyway, you're going to make a sentence using your spelling words. So your lists are different. Grade 4s and grade 5s have different lists. So check out your spelling words and make me the sentence that makes sense and uses the most possible words. Okay, that's your challenge from me. And if you want me to use it, you want it to be maybe considered for the video, you can send it to me by, what's the date? By Wednesday. So I will be making the video on Wednesday. So send me those sentences by Wednesday. Okay, moving on. Comprehension practice. We are going to look at how the author has organized their ideas into paragraphs. Okay, so first I'm going to read it all through, and then we'll talk about the paragraphs. So, a splashy sport. The sport of synchronized swimming is 1 part swimming, 1 part dancing, and 1 part gymnastics. This unique sport features a pair of team athletes performing acrobatic routines in the water. It is one of the most difficult sports because it requires concentration, athletic skill, endurance, and gracefulness. Professional synchronized swimmers need strong basic skills. They must be good swimmers and must be able to hold their breath underwater for long periods of time. They must also be able to tread water, supporting themselves without touching the bottom of the pool. The swimmers learn challenging moves, such as holding themselves upside down vertically in the water while moving their legs or rotating their bodies, rotating their bodies. They also learn how to lift their teammates out of the water to stay perfectly in sync with each other. You will find synchronized swim teams throughout the country. They compete with each other and give performances to audiences of all ages. The sport of synchronized swimming is sure to take your breath away, whether you're watching or participating. And I always wanted to get into synchronized swimming. It looks so cool. All right, when I was younger, I used to watch the Olympics and go, what? So, we'll start by reading through and doing the answers, and then we're going to answer these questions first, and then we'll move on to the bottom part. So it says, read each question, fill in the bubble next to each correct answer. So which one is a fact about synchronized swimming? It is one of the most difficult sports. Now that's an opinion. Its moves are very challenging. That's an opinion. Some people might find them easy. The routines include vertical positions. Yep. And everyone enjoys watching it. Now that is an opinion, because some people might not. So routines include vertical positions. That is true. They do. But how difficult it is, or how challenging the moves are, or who enjoys watching it, those are all opinions, and they will change depending on who you asked. If you asked an Olympic synchronized swimmer, they would think that it was easier than maybe me if I tried to do it. So, it depends on who you are. Number 2, which one of these is not important in synchronized swimming? So A, the ability to hold your breath. Well, that would be important. B, I'm just putting a check if it is important. And if it's not important, it'll have an X and we'll know that's the one. Knowing how to tread water, that is important. The strength to lift other swimmers. I don't think it says that they have to do that. The swimmers, oh yeah, they have to learn how to lift their teammates in the water. And the ability to touch the bottom of the pool. No, they do not need to touch the bottom of the pool because it says they actually shouldn't be touching the bottom of the pool. So this one here is not important. As well, at least they said that in the article. All right, number 3, what do you think it means to tread water? To hold your breath underwater, to swim upside down, to keep moving so you stay on the surface of the water, or to swim with great speed across the pool. Now, treading water means to keep moving so that you stay on the surface of the water. And if you read up there, it actually gives us some clues. It says, they must also be able to tread water, supporting themselves without touching the bottom of the pool. Okay, that's what treading water is. Keep moving so you stay on the surface of the water. Number 4, which of the following is an option about synchronized swimming? An opinion, an option. This is I've filmed a lot of videos today, guys, sorry. What is an opinion about synchronized swimming? A, all of the movements are graceful. That looks like an opinion. B, the team has 2 or more athletes. That is fact. There are teams across the country. That is a fact. And sport includes dance food. That is a fact. So the opinion is that all the movements are graceful. That depends on whether you think it's graceful or not. Okay, now, graceful is kind of subjective, which means it's up to your opinion. What details does the author use in the second paragraph to support the main idea expressed in the first paragraph? So we have to find 2 details. So let's go back up here. What is the idea of the first paragraph? The sport of synchronized swimming is 1 part swimming, 1 part dancing, and 1 part gymnastics. This unique sport features a pair or team of athletes performing acrobatic routines in the water. It is one of the most difficult sports because it requires concentration, athletic skill, endurance, and gracefulness. So this one is just kind of talking, the main idea is introducing what a unique sport it is, and that you need to be able to swim, concentrate, and be graceful. So the second paragraph is what we're looking at, and we're going to be trying to find 2 things that support the main idea that synchronized swimming is 1 part swimming, 1 part dancing. I'm going to just highlight this. So the main idea of this paragraph is the sport of synchronized swimming is 1 part swimming, 1 part dancing, and 1 part gymnastics. Okay, now we are going to find facts or parts of the second paragraph that support this first paragraph, okay? So the sport of synchronized swimming is 1 part swimming, 1 part dancing, and 1 part gymnastics. Now we're going to go through. Professional synchronized swimmers need strong basic skills. They must be good swimmers. Oh, that's true. And that supports what it's saying up there because it says it's 1 part swimming, 1 part gymnastics, and 1 part dancing. They must also be able to tread water, supporting themselves without touching the bottom of the pool. The swimmers learn challenging moves such as holding themselves upside down vertically in the water while moving their legs and rotating their body. They also learn to lift their teammates out of the water and stay perfectly in sync with each other. Now, it says it's 1 part dancing, so staying perfectly in sync with each other is going to be part of that. It's linked to the 1 part dancing, okay? You could also take really anything from the second paragraph, but what details I'm going to pick out is they must be good swimmers, and they have to stay perfectly in sync with each other. So I'm going to get and I'm going to do this in point form. They must, and I'm going to put quotation marks because I'm copying right from there. They must be good swimmers. And that supports the idea in the first paragraph that it's 1 part swimming, 1 part dancing, and 1 part gymnastics. They must be good swimmers. Okay, and then the second detail that I'm going to pick, they must stay perfectly in sync with each other. I'm going to add they must. And now that isn't in the direct quote. I'm going to say they learn. Oh my goodness, Mrs. Oakes, when will you learn that you need more room for your writing? Let's try again. They learn, and I'm not putting this part in quotes because I'm not copying it directly. They learn, and then I'm going to copy directly, so I'm going to put my quotation marks. So they learn to stay perfectly in sync with each other, which sounds like a dancing thing, right? And the first paragraph says it's 1 part swimming, 1 part dancing, and 1 part gymnastics. To stay perfectly in sync with each other. All right, so you can pick out any details you want, but those were the 2 that I picked out. You might also, learning challenging, this could be 1 too, because it could be anything to do with swimming, dancing, or gymnastics. And in gymnastics, swimmers learn holding themselves upside down vertically in the water. That is a gymnastics move too. So you could also use gymnastics. So any of those talk about things that are like swimming, things that are like gymnastics, and things that are like dancing. Okay, so remember that you also have this spelling to do. So send me a picture if you want this included in the spelling video. You can take a picture of your work and send it my way. Or you can add it to your class notebook. That would be another way to do it, and get it to me and let me, hopefully I will get some submissions and some ideas. If you want to just send me a direct message, you can just send me a text and say exactly what you want your sentence to be. Okay, I've talked enough for right now. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Okay, there you go. That was your ELA for today. Remember, in addition to that, you can also work on your comprehension, which we just did, your spelling, which you have a test on Friday, and your comprehension, spelling, and the novel study. There will be new things released today. Now, if that's not enough for you, send me a message and I have more writing for you if you like it. I'm just not assigning it because I don't want to overwhelm anyone. But if you would like some extra writing practice, please send me a message and I will get that to you. Anyway, have a wonderful day. See you on Wednesday for more ELA. Hey, that rhymed.